Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609 on a Sunday morning, out for a Sunday morning drive in beautiful central Texas, USA, near Llano, Texas, on Highway 152, going west towards Castell, Texas. I'll turn the camera over to the side a little bit. Maybe that'll help you see some bluebonnets. But what we're going to talk about this morning is RV cooling or air conditioners. Why? Because it's getting that time of the year starting to warm up. It's springtime, and soon here in Texas it'll be summertime, and we'll start getting into those lovely numbers like 100 and above. Let me tilt it a little higher here, maybe. Can I do that? Well, I better not. It'll probably cut it off. But anyway, yeah, so you got, whenever you're looking at RVs, I've been doing this for 25 years. Still doing it. I still live in an RV. I live in a motorhome right now, and I'm fixing to go back to a travel trailer. Most RVs, in fact, all of them that I've had, came with one air conditioner. All of them came with a 13,500 BTU air conditioner. Now, whether it was Dometic or Coleman didn't make any difference. Whether it had ducted air or just blew out, you know what I mean, through the vents at the AC, doesn't make any difference as far as cooling. It does make a little difference as far as the noise level. The ducted air conditioners seem to be a little bit quieter, or the air flowing through the vents is quieter. So, here's what I've learned. If you're going to buy an RV today and it is under 20 feet in length, 13,500 BTUs will work for you even in Texas in the direct sunlight. Okay? Now, unless you just have a tin building, but if it's a reasonably decent RV, you'll be okay. Now, if you get over that length, then you're getting into the zone where you could be toasted. Because I've had I've had a 28-footer, a travel trailer. I've had a 30-foot fifth wheel. The fifth wheel had a 13.5, and it might as well have not even had an air conditioner. In the summer, it would heat the spot right under where the air conditioner was, and that was it. So I had to add a window AC there. I also had a 28-foot Jayco J-Flight, and it came with a 13,500 BTU air conditioner, and it was ducted. And did it cool it? Well, I had the RV parked under a cover, and it would barely keep up. All right. If I'd have been in direct sunlight, no way, none, zero, zilch. In fact, to help the air conditioner, I added 5,000 BTU window air conditioner, and then that made it quite comfortable all the time. In fact, some of the times I could turn off the roof AC and just use the window AC, which was much quieter. So I've noticed, and I'm sure you have too, some of the longer travel trailers and fifth wheels do come with two air conditioners, and there's a reason for that, a big reason. You've got a lot of cubic feet there to cool. Now, I'm talking about in Texas. Now, if you live in the northern climates, you could probably get by with a fan. But in Texas, most of Texas, particularly central Texas where I am, in the summer, starting in June, July, August, all the way through almost the end of September, we can have several days in a row with over 100 degree temperatures. And you folks out in Phoenix, Arizona, and Tucson know that also, that you can be toasted. So, when you're buying an RV, whether it's a motorhome, Class A, B, C, whatever, doesn't matter, be sure you know what kind of air conditioner you've got, what BTU size it is. Now, for you people buying, the vans, the Class Bs, you know, you ain't got any problem. They're okay. They're like 9,200 BTUs. They're fine because they're well insulated and all that stuff. And the B pluses, yeah, they're probably okay with a 13.5 and no problem there. But when you get into the bigger units, more cubic feet to cool, then yep, you're going to need that. For example, I'm ordering Winnebago. I think I am. I hope I am ordering a Winnebago travel trailer. It's called a Mini 2500 FL, and it is 28 feet long. It comes standard with one 13,500 BTU air conditioner. I am told that you can change that to a 15,000, or option 2, you can go with a second air conditioner in the bedroom area, roof AC in the bedroom area, but it does not blow the cool air through the ducts. It just, you know, blows it out the vents on the air conditioner. You've seen them. And so, but I'm still going to order that second air conditioner because in Texas in the summer, where my RV is parked in the direct sunlight, no trees around, which is good because it's got one slide out and I don't want it filled up with, you know, that thing filled up with leaves and stuff. Yeah, so 2 air conditioners, 28 footer will work in Texas, guarantee it. It'll work. And see, in most RV parks, no matter where you are, they're not going to let you add a window air conditioner. Most of them will not let you have a window air conditioner, anything sticking out the window. That's just a rule. They also may not let you have an RV there that's over 10 years old. And what else? Here's something else. A lot of you guys are buying those little teardrops, the little fiberglass teardrop looking things. You know, New Camp makes several of them. I don't know how many different types there are. And they come, some of them come with a 5,000 BTU, quote, window AC that's put in a spot where, you know, on the floor or the side or somewhere. I got to tell you guys, that will not cool that unit. I don't care what they tell you. I mean, it might, but it would surprise me because see what they've done? They've enclosed the vents on the AC. If you'll notice where that air conditioner is, that little 5,000 BTU air conditioner, even Coachman does it. The Clipper Cadet series, the one with the little 5,000 BTU air conditioner, the reason I know, I had one. Yeah, you just had about 1.5 inches sticking outside the RV, and you could have had that in an RV park, nobody said a word. The downside of it was the cooling vents on the side of the window air conditioner that are normally exposed, you know, to the wind and coolness and stuff, were enclosed in the cabinet on the inside of the travel trailer. Did it work? No. Well, if the temperature was 95 outside, you couldn't get it below 82 or 84 inside. And that's running max. I know I had one for a year, and but I did replace it, and it seemed to make it better. I went with a 6,000 BTU, seemed to help some. So the whole point of this video, ladies and gentlemen, is for you to ask the right questions when you are buying the RV, because the salesman, it may not even come up in the conversation. Okay, if you're in Texas now, or you're in a hot climate, Arizona, Nevada, or, you know, New Mexico parts, you know, be sure and ask those questions, because and the salesman, the first thing he's going to say, oh, that's fine, no, that's great, no, you ain't got no problem there. Ladies and gentlemen, you make your own choice. If they can upgrade that to from a 13.5 to a 15, do it. If you can add a second AC and you got 26 feet or more, do it. Because right now, my Class C motorhome has a 15,000 BTU air conditioner, and the motorhome, the Class C, is 24 feet long. All right. It got up to 97 degrees here. That's the hottest temperature it's been since I've had the Class C, and the air conditioner, the 15,000 BTU air conditioner, worked fine, because the dealership that I bought it from in Alvarado, Texas, called MOTORHOME Specialist, that's one of the things they do. This little community we're coming into here is called Castell, Texas. They have Fridays and Saturdays, they always have something going on here. You know, motorcycle stuff, car shows and all kinds of stuff. But it's just a little community out here in the middle of nowhere. And but again, it's called Castell, Castell. Now back to the air conditioners, and hopefully trying to keep you cool in the summer. Yeah, if you just be sure that when you're buying new or used RVs, that the air conditioner will cool the unit you're going to have in the place you're going to have, or you're going to use it. Because you can go to national parks, state parks, whatever, and end up stuck out in the direct sunlight with no shade. You got me? And also, for those of you that have, this is the Llano River. This is a low water crossing here, kind of like the slab near Kingsland. Anyway, but I forgot my point now. For those of you that have what? For those of you that have, whenever you're making reservations, a lot of you use solar, and that's fine. You can't run an air conditioner on solar that I'm aware of. And I'm going to pull in here just for a second. Why? I don't know. I just want to see where it went. But anyway, if you've got rooftop solar, then of course you're always parking in the sunlight anyway. So but as far as running a air conditioner off solar, you're going to have a lot of batteries and panels, or you're going to have some 500 watts and more. So anyway, what was that all about, that little turn there? I don't know. I just did it. It's for the hell of it. So anyway, guys, I'm just doing this video to help you avoid some of the mistakes I made, because I never asked about air conditioner. I just looked at, yep, it's got an air conditioner. That's all I knew, is it came with air conditioner. I didn't know the BTUs or whether it would cool that unit I was buying or not. And in 2 cases, it didn't. The 28-foot Jayco and the 16-foot Coachman, because all they had was that 5,000 BTU window thing, and it wasn't worth poop. Because it was so stupid. In fact, when I contacted Coachman warranty service about, yeah, we're aware of that. That's an engineering defect. I said, well, if it's an engineering defect, how do I get it corrected? Well, we will send you up to $400 to replace the AC or modify it or whatever. Apparently they'd already reached a settlement somehow. Yeah. Do RV manufacturers do that? Yeah. The way the system works is the manufacturers crank them out just as fast as they can. They send them to the dealerships all over the United States. The dealerships receive them and do the checks to be sure there's no. They actually go through and do the quality control at the dealership. They pressure it. They pressure up the water lines. They check all the electrical, be sure everything's working. The slides go in and out. That the water actually drains out the drain and all that stuff, and any other electrical components. They check the air conditioner and stuff. Of course, they don't care if it cools the unit. All they check to see is if it's working. Okay, but be that as it may, just a nice little Sunday morning drive here, and we're about to wind this down. I about talked air conditioning all I know out. So, but I am ordering a Winnebago Mini, I think 2500 FL, and hopefully I can order it from the dealership in Seguin, Texas, called San Antonio RV. Seguin, Texas is near San Antonio, which is about 100 miles from where I live. And if I can, I'm hoping that they'll compete with the deal I got from RV wholesalers out of Ohio, because if I order it through them, they ship it from Elkhart, Indiana to Ohio. I can't remember the name of the city. And then they have to ship it to me. And when it's received at the dealership in Ohio, supposedly, they go through all the checks before they put it on the road to me. They ship them all over the United States from that one point. But it's about $3,000 in total shipping. That's a lot. That's 10% of the cost of the unit. Because I didn't mention it in the other video the other day, but that Winnebago 2500 or Mini 2500 FL new, that it'll be a 2022, is delivered around $33,000. That's the best deal I've found. 2021 delivered is around $31,500. So the difference is like $1,500. Is that enough for me to buy the 2021? No. You got to give me more of a reason than that. You know, I mean, if it was $5,000 difference, yeah, the 2021 would start looking a lot better. But at that price, how many kilometers is it gone? I can't even tell. Yeah, we'll just let it go. Now, air conditioning is done. We'll talk about something else now for a few minutes. That road right ahead is Highway 29, and it's a racetrack, okay? Am I going to get on Highway 29? No, I'm not. I'm going to turn around right here. Why? Because I don't want to get on that racetrack. I'm in no hurry. This is a Sunday morning drive, man. I mean, I might get out there and see 2 cars. What would I do then? You know, how many cars you seen over here? None. Is that good? Yep. That's what I call a Sunday morning drive. I like it, ladies and gentlemen. Find yourself a place to hide away and just take it easy. You know, people want to know how I came to this conclusion to kind of give up, to stop traveling in an RV. That's basically what I'm doing. I'm not going to pull an RV, nor am I going to drive a motorhome. I may drive mine a little bit while I'm waiting for the Winnebago to be delivered. But that's not my. I mean, it's not the. I mean, I've done the RVing thing. It's a good way of life. Enough said about that. Do I like the Class C? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the Class C. You know, I thought that if I transitioned from a travel trailer to a motorhome, that would be an inspiration to continue on the road. But I forgot one thing. Yeah, the conditions changed. I went from a travel trailer to a motorhome, but I didn't. I'm still 75 years old. Yo! I mean, average lifespan in the United States for a male is 75.1 years. Hello? Anything you want to do, you better get doing it. So that's what I'm doing. You know, and life made these choices for me. Just living and doing things made the decision, because building the cabin on the 2 lots that I own in Llano, Texas, ain't going to happen. You know, first of all, I can't find a builder. They may consider what they call a manufactured home, what I call a mobile home, single wide. But then, do I want? That's basically a travel trailer, is all it is, and so I'm not really interested in doing that. So life kind of leaned in on the deal, and and I'm in a pretty good situation, unique in some ways, because my son is very good at selling things, okay, and he does it on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist, and he's good at it. He'll take that if rather than put that Class C on consignment somewhere and sell it that way and pay a big fee to a dealership. Why not let my son sell it and pay a big fee to him? How about that idea, guys? So that's what I plan to do, and see, that gives me the flexibility to order the Winnebago unit, have it delivered to me in Llano, Texas, where I'm at the RV park there, the ungated community, and then transfer the stuff from all my stuff from the motorhome to the travel trailer, hook up my tow vehicle, the one I'm driving right now, my little Sparky, my 2021 Chevy Spark manual transmission, and go to New Braunfels, leave the motorhome there, drive back to Llano in the old Sparky, and unpack my stuff and get busy living, boy. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the adventure. Again, another thing, and again, I'm just talking, guys. You can turn the sound off if you want to and just enjoy the view. I don't care. I'm just talking to myself. And this is good therapy, I have to tell you. And but yeah, transitioning from one home actually to another, there's a period of adjustment. There's like a 90-day period. You got to kind of get used to the new stuff around you, and where stuff is and where you put it and all that stuff. So You know, is that fun? Well, not really. I mean, it ain't great. Well, I'm going to turn out of the sun here. I'll go to the right. We'll go down this, because if I turn left, I'll be going right into the sun. I ain't no hurry. I'm getting 46.8 miles to the gallon, which is okay, right? So, yeah, so we'll just do that. We'll let Jason sell the motorhome, and he'll keep a nice piece of change out of that. And yeah, that'll work. But I've looked at others. Yeah, I know a lot of you have sent me links to other types of RVs and, you know, park models and all kind of stuff. I appreciate that. You know, it shows you're thinking, you know, you're trying to help, and I appreciate the hell out of it. But I mean, I've looked at, believe me, a lot of units. I mean, a lot. And what I've found is, for me at this time, the Winnebago layout 2500 FL is okay. It'll work for me, and so I'm sticking. You know, that's my plan, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, y'all looking at Texas right here, guys. We're right in the heart of Texas. You know, somebody said the other day that it's so humid in Texas. Well, you know, that's like saying it's humid in the United States. You know how big Texas is? Jeez. I mean, you know, along the coast of Texas, East Texas, yeah, it's humid. I'll give you that. And all the way inland for about 100 miles, it can be a little humid. But you get out here in the boonies around Llano, San Angelo, and they don't even know what humidity is. You know, yesterday in Llano, it was like 12% humidity. So it's pretty dry. It's not as dry as Phoenix, Arizona, and Tucson. No, it doesn't get into the negative numbers. But yeah, this is pretty out here. See, we're just cutting across some ranch land, and yeah, it's just wide open spaces. I think what do we pass? 2 cars, no car, 1 car, 2 cars, whatever. And this is my Sunday morning drive, or whenever I want to get out. And you know, you know, whenever I'm walking, you know, of course you can do a lot of thinking when you're just walking around and, you know, nothing around. You can kind of do some serious thinking, and I do the same thing on these little drives. You know, it's a good time to kind of check out my ideas. You know, and that's why, you know, and I tell you guys everything. You know, you see it. Y'all know as much about what's going on in my life as I do. I mean, you know, that's why, you know, if y'all leave any input, you know, I read it, because you know, there's 2 kinds of knowledge. I know I've said this before, but there's 2 kinds of knowledge in the world. There's the knowledge you possess, and then there's the knowledge everyone else possesses. Guess who's got the most? Everybody else, okay? So it doesn't hurt to be a good asker. Ask. You know what I mean? Ask, no kidding, man. And instead of being a worrier, be a good warrior. Does that work? Sure it does. Anyway, guys, I'm going to pull over up here and end this. I'll put this video out of its misery. You know, they shoot horses, don't they? You know, they used to say, you know, when somebody was fixing to go out on the stage, they'd say, break a leg. You know what I mean? So, we've covered RV air conditioning pretty good, and you got to see some Central Texas stuff near Llano, Castell, Texas, and the wide open spaces, man. And when you start going west and north of this area, you're in the boonies. And the further you go west, the more it looks like this, and less. You get around San Angelo, those trees out there would be gigantic. And further west, there ain't no trees. And further north, you get up around Lubbock and Amarillo. You know, if they tell you to go out to that big tree and turn left, don't be looking for one like you're just seeing there, that big one on the right. No, it'll be a little bush about 3 feet high. This is the Sedemeyer Ranch. Big old. And next to it is the Stein Ranch. Irish. Anyway, guys, from this area of Texas, this is Rusty78609 saying thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want anytime, but if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Because it does not cost you 1 penny. Just click on the link, go to Amazon, buy whatever you choose. Amazon takes care of me. Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind, and enjoy your life. Keep your health. Adios, amigos. Till next time. Bye-bye.